We have some major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news. UFC officials have decided that these are some of the best knockouts in the UFC in 2024 so far. Half of 2024 is completed, and the UFC has made a list of some of the best knockouts so far this year. These are some of the knockouts that the UFC has included in the best list. Conor McGregor bets $500K on Nate Diaz to beat Jorge Masvidal in boxing fight. Conor McGregor knows Nate Diaz well from their two previous MMA fights. Diaz won their first encounter at UFC 196 in 2016, but McGregor avenged it with a win at UFC 202 later that year. Now Diaz and Jorge Masvidal will face off in a boxing match. Both have limited boxing experience. Diaz lost to Jake Paul in 2023, and Masvidal's last boxing match was in 2005, while Diaz's last fight was against Jake Paul and Masvidal's was against Gilbert Burns in UFC. They met previously in MMA. McGregor still sees Diaz as the favorite for their upcoming boxing rematch. McGregor cited a few reasons why he picked Diaz and also said his payout for a win would be $1,625,000. I've decided to put $500,000 on Diaz to win tonight's boxing match. Range, form, experience, solely hands being used, I can't see Masvidal causing any problems to Nate in a boxing ring whatsoever. They are both little play-around dipshits in a fight, play-around bollocks, but I feel Nate does him an easy here for real. $500K gets me back $125,000 all in. There's been a big update from Alex Pereira's camp. Just a few days after UFC 303 wrapped up, Alex has expressed his interest in competing in UFC 305. This news was provided by ESPN. Some of you may know Plinio Cruz, who is Alex's coach, recently gave an interview on the MMA Hour show, where he revealed several things related to UFC 303. He disclosed that Alex could fight at 305, saying, "This guy's crazy, maybe that's why he trained on Monday." He said, "Listen, this is my second sparring for my camp for Perth. I want to fight on that card." I said, no, pump the brakes a little bit. I wouldn't be surprised if he fights at UFC 305. He's crazy, bro. Maybe, you never know.
Alex Pereira is definitely fighting on the second semester of 2024, 100%.
Okay.
The next few months, they're going to come out with something. Now, we believe that they're going to make the best choice and pull whatever we have to see that is on the table. But yeah, bro, honestly, this guy is crazy. I think maybe that's why he even trained this morning. He came out of the fight, he looked at me and the guy said, "Listen, this was my second sparring of the camp for Perth. I want to fight on that card."
Stop.
Because he's that box, I swear to God. I said, no. Ed said, "Look, just pump the brakes a little bit."
Here's how MMA community reacted. Pure savage. He wants to steal Izzy's main event, laughing my ass off. Let him fight, he takes 0 damage every time. He's just different. This guy isn't real. If Alex fights, he should be the main event. Bro just wants to haunt Izzy. The face of the UFC for a reason. Alex just wants to be there to support his son at his big fight. Let him make his money. I've seen enough, give him Jake Paul. UFC 305 already has its main event set with Israel Adesanya versus Dricus du Plessis. Now the question remains if Alex will fight on this card, and if so, whether his fight will be in the main event or co-event. Anthony Joshua shares advice to Alex Pereira for his career. After his success in MMA and kickboxing, Anthony Joshua believes Alex should try out boxing next. Recently tweeted to Alex saying, Alex Pereira should make a boxing debut one day. Alex responded, I'm honored you think so. It's always been my dream. I'm 37. I cannot make a career in it. So who do you recommend I fight? Daniel Cormier revealed which other fighter Jon Jones should fight after his match with Stipe. Reports are emerging that Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic's fight is confirmed for UFC 309. Meanwhile, Daniel Cormier has suggested that Jon Jones should fight Alex Pereira next. Here's what DC suggests to Jon.
Hey, but I tell you one thing Jones said now, he might stick around because he goes, the options are looking great. And if I'm Jones, look, man, if I'm Jones, I fight Stipe. I beat Stipe, and then I call out the UFC to make Pereira go up, knowing that you can take all that thunder, because Jones versus Pereira would be a massive, a massive payday.
Listen, I love Alex Pereira, so it almost feels, I feel guilty saying this, but it feels like that would be similar to Ciryl Gane.
Yes. Hey, bro, Jones is a minus 800 favorite to fight Pereira and beat Pereira if they were to fight. So it's just like not a great matchup, but I love Alex, man. It couldn't have happened to a better guy than Pereira, his team, and those people, because Chama is one of the coolest words I've ever heard in my entire life.
Darren Till's martial arts career has been tumultuous since 2020, with few fights and poor outcome. Recently, he fought influencer Mohamed Moody at Social Knockout 3 in Dubai. The match turned controversial when Till landed an illegal punch, causing Moody to collapse and resulting in a hostile confrontation between the two. Despite the brawl, Till won by technical knockout. Till was originally set to make his boxing debut against Julio Cesar, but that fight was postponed, leading him to face Moody instead.